Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting chapter, that is phrasal verbs. So children, before starting phrasal verbs, let's discuss the objectives first. Children, objectives of this session are, by the end of this video, you will be able to understand the meaning of different phrasal verbs, and children, you will also be able to use phrasal verbs correctly in daily use sentences. Now, children, the question arises, what are phrasal verbs? What are they? How do you use them correctly? So, children, phrasal verb means verb plus preposition. These are the verbs such as come across, join in, look for, take after. So, children, whenever we add preposition with verb, that is action word, that is known as phrasal verb. The object can only come after the last part of the verb, means after preposition, whether it is a noun or a pronoun. See here, I take after my father. I take after him. So children, phrasal verbs are inseparable. They cannot be separated. For example, come across. I came across some pictures. Or I can say, I came across them. And if I write, I came some pictures across, this will be wrong, children. So these are inseparable, that cannot be separated. Okay, now children, take out your books and let's discuss the very first phrasal verb, that is bear. So first is bear off or bear away. So children, bear off or bear away means win, means jeetna. So he bore off or away the first prize. So this means that this person, he has won the first prize, or instead of writing one, we can write he bore away the first prize or he bore off the first prize. One more sentence, children. I hope to bear away the first prize. So this sentence means I hope that I will win the first prize. So instead of writing win, we can use the phrasal verb bear away or bear off. Now children, next is bear down. Bear down means overthrow or crush by force. So the sentence here is, or in Hindi we can say, किसी को पीछे छोड़ना. He was able to bear down all opposition. So sentence means he was able to defeat all the oppositions. So we can write the phrasal verb here. He was able to bear down. Now children, next is bear out. Bear out means establish or confirm. Confirm means कुछ पक्का करना, कुछ पक्का होना. So the sentence is, if the evidence bears out the charge, the man will be sent to prison. So this means if the evidence is confirmed, so the man will be sent to prison. So instead of writing confirm, we will write the word phrasal verb, that is bears out. If the evidence bears out the charge, the man will be sent to prison. Now children, another one is bear up. Bear up means not to despair, or we can say not to be hopeless, to be hopeful. One should be hopeful. So the sentence is, it is not easy to bear up when one is beset with difficulties on all sides. So the sentence means that it is very difficult to be hopeful in a situation when we find difficulties all around. So instead of writing to be hopeful, we should write the phrasal verb bear up. Next is bear with. Bear with, children, means tolerate, kuch sehna. So we could not bear with her violent temper. So bear with instead of writing tolerate. Now children, next word here is break. And the first phrasal verb under it is break with. Break with means cease to be friendly with. किसी के साथ friendly terms पे ना होना. So he was my friend once, but now I have broken with him altogether. Means once he was my friend, he was my good friend, but now I have broken my friendship with him. So broken with. One more sentence. I have broken with him because I found him insincere. So I have broken my friendship with him. Instead of writing this full, we can write broken with him because the reason is he is insincere. Now children, next phrasal verb is break down. Break down means demolish, collapse or fail. Means गिर जाना. See here, the resistance, children, resistance here means obstacle. Of the garrison. Garrison means a group of soldiers whose task is to guard a town, means a town or a city they are guarding. So, the resistance of the garrison broke down, means the obstacle which was there in front of their path, in front of such soldiers, so it broke down. They don't have any more such obstacle. So we will be using the phrasal verb here, break down. And another one we can say, if you go on working like this, your health is sure to break down. Here breakdown means fail. Kuch kharab ho jana, health kharab ho jana. So if you keep on working like this, your health is sure to break down. And one more, another meaning of breakdown is, the car broke down on our way to Allahabad. Means there was some mechanical failure. So due to that, the car broke down. And we will be using the word here, phrasal verb here, break down. So children, now next phrasal verb is break out. Break out means to appear or spread suddenly. Fine. Means अचानक से आगे आ जाना या अचानक से फैल जाना. So here the sentence is, cholera has broken out in the city. Fine. Means suddenly this disease has spread. So we will be using the phrasal verb broken out. And next sentence is, war has broken out. Means for suddenly the war has started. So we will be using the word broken out. Next phrasal verb, children, is break into. Break into means enter by force. Zabardasti ghar mein aa jana. Fine. So example is, the thieves broke into the house. Means forcefully they entered the house. So the thieves broke into the house. Break up. Break up means dissolve. Means khatam ho jana. The meeting broke up in a great confusion. Means the meeting ended up in a great confusion. So we will be using the phrasal verb here, broke up. Or we may also write one more meaning of the same phrasal verb is, when the sun rose, the ice broke up. So ice broke up here means dispersed, means it melted. Now next is blow. And the phrasal verb under it is blow up. Blow up means explode, means kuch phat jana. See the sentence? There were only a few persons in the mine when it blew up. So children, here it means that there were only a few persons present in the mine when the mine exploded. So instead of using the word exploded, we may use the phrasal verb blew up. I hope children it is clear to you and you are writing meanings side by side and Hindi words also, Hindi meanings also. The terrorist blew up the 2 bridges yesterday. So it is also same, means explode. And the terrorists, what they did yesterday, they blew up the 2 bridges. Next is blow out. Blow out means extinguish. Extinguish means kuch bujhana. The wind has blown out the candle. So instead of using the word extinguish, we will be using the phrasal verb blown out. One more sentence. Blow out the lamp before you go to bed. So instead of using the word extinguish, we are going to use the phrasal verb here, blow out. So I hope children you are writing the meanings in Hindi also side by side. Now our next verb is bring and our phrasal verb is bring about. Bring about means cause, means kuch ghatit karna. His dishonest ways have brought about his ruin. So it means the reason behind his ruin is his dishonest ways. So instead of using the word reason, instead of using the word cause, we may use the phrasal verb brought about. One more sentence, children. I don't know how the accident was brought about. Means I don't know the reason behind that accident, the cause of that accident. So instead of using the word cause, we will use the phrasal verb brought about or bring about. Next is bring forth. Bring forth means produce, means kuch samne lana. A good tree brings forth good fruit. Now children, next phrasal verb is bring in. Bring in means to yield as the result of sale, means kuch bechne ke baad aapko jo mile. So how much will the auction bring in? Means what will you get when you will auction something? Means how much you are going to get when you auction it. So not more than rupees 1200, I suppose. So this is an answer to this question. So instead of using the word how much you will get, we will be using the phrasal verb bring in. Bring out means bring to light or to publish. Bring to light means kuch samne lana. To publish means prakashit karna. The inquiry is sure to bring out certain important facts, means the inquiry which is going on, it is sure that it will bring to light certain important facts. So instead of using bring to light, we may use the phrasal verb bring out. One more sentence, children, with another meaning, that is published. The publishers have recently brought out here means published, prakashit karna. The publishers have recently brought out a cheap edition of this book. So instead of using the word published, we may use the phrasal verb brought out. Now children, next is bring forward. Bring forward means to present or bring into notice. This again means kuch samne lana. So bring forward your witness. Bring forward means present your witness. So instead of using the word present, we may use the phrasal verb bring forward. Now another phrasal verb here is bring up. Children, bring up means educate or rear, means padhana, means palan poshan karna. She brought up the orphan as her own child. So she reared the orphan. So instead of using the word reared, we may use the phrasal verb brought up. She brought up the orphan as her own child. One more sentence. His children have been well brought up, means his children have been well reared. So instead of using the word reared, we may use the phrasal verb bring up or brought up. Now children, next verb here is call, and the phrasal verb here is call for. Call for means demand, means mang. His actions call for an explanation, means his action, what he did, it demanded an explanation. So instead of using the word demanded, we may use the phrasal verb call for. Now children, here another one is call forth. Call forth means evoke, means ubharna, kuch pukarna. His feats means his act or his action called forth applause from the crowds, means his feats, his action, it evoked the applause from the crowd. So instead of using the word evoke, we may use the phrasal verb called forth. Next is call in. Call in means invite, means bulana. Always call in a doctor when you are ill, means whenever you are ill, invite the doctor, call in a doctor. So we may use the phrasal verb here, call in. Now children, next is call off. Call off means divert or distract, means dhyan bhatka dena. The crash of thunder called off my attention from the burning house, means there was a burning house and because of the crash of thunder, it distracted my attention towards it. So instead of using distract or divert, we may use the phrasal verb called off. The strike has been called off. Means the strike has been called off means has been either not started or has been stopped, means it has not been started yet, strike, or it has been stopped. So instead of using such a long sentence, we may use called off. Now children, another one here is call on. Call on means visit, means kahin par jana. We called on her yesterday, means we visited her yesterday. So instead of using the word visit, we may use the phrasal verb called on. Next is call over. Call over means recite. Recite means tez awaaz mein padhna. Please call over the names of the absentees. So instead of using the word recite the names, we may use here the phrasal verb call over. Call up. Call up means recollect, means kuch yaad aana, kuch yaad karna. I cannot call up the events of my childhood, means I cannot recollect, I cannot remember the events of my childhood. So instead of using the word recollect or remember, we may use the phrasal verb here, call up. Now children, next verb here is carry, and the phrasal verb here is carry away. Carry away means bear off, means kuch lekar chale jana. The crow carried away a golden ring, means the crow bear off, means bore off, means has taken away. So instead of using these words, we may use the phrasal verb carried away. Another is carry off. Carry off means kill. Kill means marna. So cholera carried off half the population of this village. So cholera has killed half the population. Instead of using the word killed, we may use the phrasal verb here, carry off or carried off. Now children, next is carry on. Carry on means manage, means sambhalna. He carried on business in the absence of his father. So he managed the business. So here we may use the phrasal verb carry on. Instead of using the word manage, we may use carried on or carry on. Now children, next one here is carry out. Carry out means execute. So execute means कुछ अंजाम देना, पूरा करना. He carried out my orders means he executed my orders. So instead of using the word execute, we may use the phrasal verb here carry out. Now next is carry through. Carry through means sustain, means बनाए रखना. Patience and perseverance will carry a man through many difficulties. So it means sustain. So here we may use the phrasal verb carry through. Now children, next verb here is cast and the phrasal verb under it is cast aside. Cast aside means reject, means kuch mana kar dena. He cast aside all the facts that were brought to his notice, means he rejected all the facts. So instead of using the word reject, we may use the phrasal verb cast aside. Next is cast down. Cast down means dejected, means udas. She was much cast down with grief, means she was much upset, dejected. So instead of using the word dejected, we may use the phrasal verb cast down. Now children, next is cast off. Cast off means discard, means fenkna. He cast off old garments, means he discarded old garments. So instead of using the word discard, we may use the phrasal verb cast off. Next is cast out. Cast out means expel. Expel means nikal dena. So he was cast out from the society. So he was expelled from the society. Instead of using the word expel, we may use the phrasal verb cast out. Now children, next verb here is come and the phrasal verb is come about. And the meaning here is occur, means hona. I do not know how these things came about. So children, here the sentence means that I do not know how these things occur. So instead of using the word occurred, we may use the phrasal verb came about or come about. Come by. Come by means acquire, means kuch milna. How did you come by this pen? Means how did you acquire this pen? So instead of using the word acquire, we may use the phrasal verb come by. Next is come off. Come off means issue from, means say ana. See the sentence? He comes of a noble family. So it means that he issues from a noble family. So instead of using the word issues from or issue from, we may use the phrasal verb comes off or come off. Now children, next one here is come across. Come across means to meet accidentally. Achanak se kuch mil jana, kuch dikh jana. Reorganizing the books of library, he came across a valuable manuscript. Manuscript, children, manuscript means a valuable handwritten document. When he was reorganizing the books of the library, he just saw a valuable manuscript. So we may use the phrasal verb here, came across. Now children, next here is come after. Come after means succeed, means kisi ki jagha lena. The Tughlaqs came after the Khiljis. So they succeeded Khiljis. So instead of using the word succeed, we may use come after or came after. Come down. Come down means descend. Descend means niche utarna. Lower in price. Another meaning of come down is lower in price, which means कीमत कम होना. See the sentence? Please come down from the tree. Means please descend from the tree. So here descend means come down. Instead of using the word descend, we may use the phrasal verb here, come down. Another one is cotton has come down recently. It means cotton has become cheaper recently. So instead of using the word cheaper or lower in price, we may use the phrasal verb come down. Next is come off. Come off means take place, means when it will happen, kab hoga. Kuch hona. So when does price distribution come off means kab hoga. So when does price distribution come off? Come off means take place. Come out. Come out means transpire. Means it will come to light. Means everybody will be knowing. Sabke samne aana. At last the truth has come out. Means transpire. Sabke samne aa gaya. So come out. Come out instead of transpire, we may use the phrasal verb come out. Come round. Come round. Come round means recover. Recover means ठीक होना. I hope you will soon come round means I hope you will recover soon. So instead of writing recover, we may use the phrasal verb come round. I hope you will soon recover. I hope you will soon come round. And another meaning of come round is agreed. He came round to our views means he agreed to our views. So instead of writing agreed, we may use the phrasal verb come round. So children, this was all about today's session, and your homework is revise what we have done in today's session and learn it by heart. Thank you, children.